Hi, I'm Josh Watt. This is my little TED Talk about rising temperatures and rising threats. This is real NASA and NOAA data. The Earth's surface temperature is rising over time. Imagine standing offshore as a hurricane forms on the horizon. That same warm waters that power the wind in our turbines, now we're feeling the storm. Working offshore, I've seen firsthand how the changing climate affects ocean's behavior. If we act now through renewable energy like offshore wind, we can help stabilize our planet's climate and protect future generations. Next, we're going to look at some rising temperatures and what the offshore wind can provide as a solution. What you see here now is a visualization that shows the connection between extreme weather events. In 2020, Hurricane Sally and Paulette were churning in the Atlantic, while at the same time, massive fires were burning across western US and Canada. The smoke from those fires were so intense, it drifted thousands of miles and collided with hurricane systems shown here in the satellite images. This was not just a coincidence. Warmer oceans fuel stronger hurricanes, while hotter, drier air creates the perfect condition for fires to spread. When those forces happen together, the damage multiplies. NOAA has tracked nearly 90 billion in climate-related damages from events like these, and the numbers just keep rising every year. So when we actually talk about climate change, it's not just about higher temperatures. It's about those chain reactions that those temperatures actually set off. It's hurricanes that hit harder, floods that last longer, and fires that spread faster. But the actual good news is there is a way to slow it down, and I've seen it firsthand working offshore. So let's actually talk about the solution. Solution is, now that we've seen how climate change amplifies natural disasters, let's look at one of the most effective solutions: offshore wind. Offshore wind takes advantage of strong, consistent ocean winds that produce clean electricity. Unlike fossil fuels, it doesn't release carbon dioxide or depend on limited resources. According to IRENA's renewable energy, it could cut nearly 9 gigatons of CO2 by 2050. That's crazy. That's a massive step towards stabilizing the global temperatures. Vineyard Wind, on the project that I'm on, for example, right off the Massachusetts coast, will power about 400,000 homes and estimate about 1.6 million tons of carbon dioxide each year. That's equivalent to removing 300,000 cars from the road. Now, I've worked offshore and seen these structures up close. This is actually my picture. I took from a helicopter doing crew change. Wind turbines standing hundreds of feet tall, silently generating clean energy day and night. The key takeaway here is simple. Every rotation of a turbine blade means fewer emissions, a more stable climate, and a safer planet for the next generation. Let me help you visualize it. Now I want you to take a moment here. This is two very different futures. The one on the left, you can see what's possible. Cleaner air, calmer storms, good paying jobs built from renewable energy innovations. Offshore wind farms like this one could provide enough energy to power and sustain entire regions while cutting emissions and stabilizing the planet. That's the world we can build if we choose action. But on the right, this is the world that we get if we continue down our current path. Coastal cities underwater after strong hurricanes, communities evacuated as wildfires spread faster and burned longer than ever before. Millions of acres lost, billions in damage, and families displaced with nowhere to go. These two images actually show what is actually at stake. The future depends on whether we act now to invest in clean energy and move away from fossil fuels. The truth is, technology already exists. We just need to decide to use it. So when people ask me if one person can make a difference, the answer is yes. Because every turbine installed, every emission avoided, is every decision to support. Renewables pushes us towards a cleaner and safer world. In conclusion, we have seen how rising temperatures amplify the strength of hurricanes, floods, and wildfires, and how renewable energy, especially offshore wind, can reduce that impact. The problem is clear, but so is the solution. Clean energy protects our planets, creates sustainable jobs, and ensures the future generation to inherit something better. I've worked in offshore wind, witnessed firsthand how powerful the wind can be. It can be destructive during a storm, but life changes when it's harnessed for good. The wind that destroys can also save its time to turn in our favor. As you leave here today, remember that we already have the technology, the science, and the capability. What we need now is a commitment. Every turbine installed, every emission reduced, and every choice towards renewable energy is a step forward towards a safer, cleaner world. The wind is already blowing. The question is, which way will you let it carry us? Thank you.